What's up, guys? This is Marcio. I just wanted to share my findings with this lovely Hubsan X4. As you can see there, right there, that little fella right here, and the transmitter. So, without further ado, let's present the actual quadcopter to you in case you don't know what it is. But here we go. So, first and foremost, what do you get? What do you get from the box? Guys, this is not the box you get with the quadcopter, obviously. I've actually owned this quadcopter for a while and got rid of the box. Didn't really think about sharing with anyone in terms of a video. So, however, you get a nice white box with Hubsan written all over it and the quadcopter itself. And yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the quadcopter itself because that's what we want to talk about, right? So, the quadcopter, Hubsan X4 H107L. Okay, pay close attention because the letter at the end of the 107 number describes the range. So basically the L version means light, at least that's what I think it means. And for that basically means it's the lightest of all of them, and it's got no camera on board, gyro stabilization, and all of that stuff. I mean, I don't know exactly what is it that it does in terms of the electronics, but it's pretty cool. It's very small. Look, my hand. Very, very small. So, you get one 240 millihour amp battery. Good enough for about 7 minutes of flight. And then you get one charger. USB charger. Really good idea is to charge this via USB 3.0 if that's what you got available to you, but if you don't, you can use your iPhone's power port or iPad. And then you have the transmitter, a bit like an Xbox style transmitter with a few options on it. It's got an LCD in here as well, which is quite handy. Not always accurate, but quite handy. So let's go through the transmitter itself. This is the pitch aileron controls on the right hand side here. Then you have your trim for your aileron, left and right. Trim for your pitch forwards and backwards. In the middle here, great big power button with an LED which will indicate what rate you're in, and the LCD. On the left hand side here you have the throttle trimming option, and then you have the yaw trim left and right down here. Obviously throttle is up and down. This hasn't got auto level, which you can see that this control just flops. Altitude hold quadcopters, generally the stick will stay in the middle. This one doesn't, which is one of the first ones anyway. And then yaw is left and right, so pretty handy. On the back of it obviously is what you get the batteries, which are quite AAA's, I think they are. 4 of those. Now I've had these on my transmitter for quite a while. I don't know how to quantify, but I'd say you can easily do 10, 20, 30 flights of one of these quite comfortably. And then you'll complain that it's low on battery, and how you know it's low on battery, it'll literally just start flashing red there. Even though the actual battery indicator here is telling you that it's full, I wouldn't believe that. It literally, you have to look in here. But apart from that, the thing is really, really good. Really good bit of kit in terms of cost. Great value for fun for cost, what I mean basically. So you have to get this set up, it'll cost you around £26. It's a dinner. Really, it's really, really cheap. You can go for more expensive ones. I would always suggest you do go for this because it's a good entry level, and the reason why it's a good entry level is first and foremost you have a beginner, which is the very first option that you get when you first start the transmitter. Go straight into beginner. And all the rates are around 50%. Actually, I stand corrected, I think it's 40%. So it's going to be quite docile, relatively easy to fly. Don't get me wrong, you will still crash it if you've never flown one of these before. but it's manageable. But then if you click on the right thumbstick, it takes you into expert mode, and you'll see that will come up on the actual transmitter itself. That is expert mode, and that will allow you to become more aggressive flying. The yaw rate is much higher. I will demonstrate that on the flight section at the end of this video. But also by pressing on here, it'll allow you to do flips. The flips are executed by pressing to one direction and quickly to the other, and that will do a left hand flip. And then if you do the opposite, and then forwards and backwards. It's not about speed as such. You can be pressing forward and backs quickly, and that will create the flip. There is other hidden little features that you can use later on. For instance, you can then adjust the beginner rate so that you can have slightly more aggressive flying, but you're not quite ready to go to the expert mode. I will cover that on another short video in the coming few days. Maybe I'll call it tips and tricks for the Hubsan X4. If you like this video, obviously you want to go and have a look at that one. Will be published very soon. So we will do a quick flight video of the Hubsan, and you can see it in action. So I mean, this is all being recorded on a mobile, so hopefully the quality is good and I don't sound like an absolute idiot. So bear with me and we'll have a quick flight video of the Hubsan X4. So to start the quadcopter, all you got to do is obviously plug the battery in. I have a slightly larger battery at the moment, so it protrudes out of the back, so don't worry about that. Plug it in. You'll see that all the LEDs are actually flashing. Okay, so place it on a level surface like that. Turn the transmitter on. As you can see, bounded straight away. That means that we are binded to the quadcopter. That means the throttle, by the way, in case you're wondering. And let's do a bit of flying. You can see very stable, very easy to fly. And you can see that the yaw rate on this is quite slow. Very, very manageable to fly. Very, very good fly, stable. A little bit noisy, I would say, maybe. But apart from that, it's very, very nice. So if I now click on the right thumbstick, you'll see now it's flashing. So that basically means we are on the high rates on expert. And if you can tell, but in the LCD there, you can say it says expert. Now, when I go and actually fly, now you can see a lot more let's just say aggressive. And the yaw is much quicker. So I wouldn't really fly this indoors with this mode, because unless you kind of know what you're doing, which I clearly don't, you can hit stuff, people, kids, what have you. So don't do that at home. But so just a little close up of it flying, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. Well, it is cool, it's got some really, really cool eyes. You can see the front there with the LEDs, looks pretty aggressive. So that is a Hubsan X4. Hey guys, you've been watching Marcio. Hopefully that has been helpful. If you did enjoy what you saw, please subscribe, press the like button. It's just below, just down the left. Being an amateur or jumping into any hobby, there is often so many questions, and I feel like a lot of the times people just don't answer them in a non-scripted kind of way. I mean, I just want to know straightforward things, and maybe I have highlighted some of the stuff you may actually need to know. There is more stuff, particularly about the Hubsan X4, that I could share. I mean, this little thing is stunning little. I mean, really good fun. But which means I have more I can say about it. And if you want to know, stay tuned. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button. I'm not going to tell you where that button is. But yeah, please do share. Until the next one, see you soon. Bye bye.